Hey crypto kids, and welcome back to another video. I'm going to be jumping into a very cool video, so stay tuned. Nice Dubai skyline over there. But today, a lot of topics to be discussed, but I won't take too much of your time. So ladies and gents, I'm Crypto Kid, and let's jump into the video right now. Just came back from the auth. It was a super hectic day, but looking into Bitcoin saw a major break towards the upside. And we actually went to all the way to around $36,000, which is pretty crazy. But after we saw the shooting star candle, I actually did enter a breakout trade, which I discussed in the video yesterday, and I let you guys know on my free Telegram channel. But after seeing this shooting star candle, I did exit because I wasn't too confident in the market reaching $37,800. And there was just massive liquidations being triggered, so I decided to take profit and wait. And now we're retesting the resistance, the previous resistance of this bullish pennant that we had been forming for multiple days, and that we eventually broke out from. But we're seeing a major retest back on the resistance line. So what I did was I literally just opened a very small long position, because if we look at the 1 hourly candle here, I opened it on Bitflex. The stop loss is at $34,315. On the 1 hourly chart, we can see a beautiful reversal candle right over there. And the way to trade reversal candles in technical analysis is to open the trade right after the following candle crosses above the body of the reversal candle, and to put the stop loss at the bottom shadow. So that's what I did. Let's see what happens with it. I'm not going to put necessarily a take profit on this, but I just want to see how this rides. And ladies and gents, if you do want to be trading, by the way, you can scan the QR code at the top right hand section to sign up to Bitflex, or alternatively, you can also go to the description below and check out the cool deposit bonus we have with Bybit. But jumping back onto the chart, it is possible that Bitcoin potentially sees a small reversal back towards the upside. But if we adjust this bullish pennant now, it's no longer a bullish pennant, but it's now like a ascending wedge, if you want to call it. So it's just Bitcoin's being super choppy, so it's not really easy to give it a particular pattern, because we're just keep on making new highs and new lows. So if we adjust it a little bit, you can see that it's actually creating an ascending wedge, which is usually bearish. But let's see what happens in the upcoming days. I don't want to give something definitive, again, because Bitcoin is pretty volatile at the moment. Now, looking at the S&P very quickly, the S&P saw a major bounce from the MRI support line. It's actually rigged. I mean, like, wow. I've been talking about this for the past couple of days. If you didn't watch the video yesterday, the interest rates remained the same between 5.25 and 5.5%. And the Fed chair, like, he's he knows how to use his words, and he wasn't suggesting bad conditions for the US economy. And due to this, the markets did see a rally towards the upside. So the S&P is doing pretty well. However, he suggested that there is not going to be a recession in the short term, but he didn't mention anything about the mid to long term. So the US economy is not looking too amazing, and I'm not going to bore you with all the details now, because I have been talking about this a lot in the previous two videos. So if you want to learn more about the US economics, then I recommend watching the previous video and the video before that. But I want to jump into some news very quickly, because Invesco and Galaxy's Bitcoin ETF emerges on the DTCC, the famous DTCC website, which has been, adding to the pump for Bitcoin, but markets not had a reaction from this. So it's interesting. Again, the DTCC is not something significant. Even if an ETF is listed on there, it doesn't mean it's going to be approved any day. Like, it can even be on there for 2 years, then be approved. So it doesn't mean something too significant. So don't worry about that too much. MicroStrategy now holds 158,400 Bitcoin after buying up some Bitcoin yesterday, adding to the Bitcoin pump. So again, MicroStrategy hold a lot of Bitcoin. And other news is that PayPal has received a subpoena from the SEC, because in summer they launched their own stable coin, and now they're facing criticism for that. And this is probably the biggest news, because if you guys are a long-term member of this channel and you've been watching videos consistently, maybe some of you remember about me talking about EDXM markets back in like June of this year. Now, EDXM markets was created by Fidelity, BlackRock. Let's actually check this news article. So Charles Schwab, they all created this crypto exchange that was backed by these guys to provide, crypto assets to institutional investors, right? And these assets included Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, and Bitcoin Cash. Now, if we go back to June for Bitcoin Cash, I don't know if there are any Bitcoin Cash fans. I'm not a huge fan of it because I think Bitcoin is much better. But in June, we saw massive rally from around $100 all the way to $300 for Bitcoin Cash. And this was caused by the EDXM market news. However, even though it's been delisted now, I mean, it's not really causing a massive dump. I think it should be, but it's not happening. It looks like perhaps it's been a lot of investors maybe got in after EDXM, and now it doesn't really matter. That could be the situation. But ladies and gents, that was a very quick update. Halving, if you go to cryptokid.com by scanning the QR code at the top right section, you can get access to the Bitcoin halving countdown. Looks like 160 days left, and a bull market is getting closer and closer and closer, and I'm super happy for this. Now, in terms of another trade I have, look, if I switch to the Bitcoin Wyckoff, we can see that Bitcoin is forming a shooting star candle on the weekly time frame, and this can potentially cause a reversal to the $31,800 or the $31,118. Now, if we just zoom into this graphic on the right over here, this is the Wyckoff distribution schematic, and we're in phase C at the moment. And according to Wyckoff, Bitcoin can see a little bit of a reversal. Even though it suggests that we collapse, I don't think we will collapse. So I am putting buy orders at these levels. On Bitflex, I have an active order, which is going to open a long position at $31,800. So that is what I'm looking at the moment. I will be adding much more to this position if we show some strength in the market while bouncing off from 31,800. But ladies and gents, that's pretty much it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to smash out the like button, subscribe, turn on the notification bell. Ladies and gents, thank you so much for watching. I'm CryptoKid, and see you guys on the next video very soon. Take care, guys, and bye-bye.